I'd like to welcome everybody. Thank you for being here with me. Let's jump into some charts. Let's make some predictions. Let's get out of this slideshow here and jump over to charts, what everybody really wants to see. So let's jump onto my Discord really quick and grab a chart. Beth says hi, Kimberly. In case you can't see it, I think she typed it to everybody. Let's see. Jump down. Jump to new. There we go. All right. We emailed out this chart right here on the email. You may have gotten it. You may not have gotten it. But last week we were looking at this white line right here. And we had come up and stopped right there. We were on the eve of the FOMC announcement, which saw us pop up through the white line, which represented a breakout. And I was prepared for it. And we broke up through, pulled back a little bit, and we've shot up. Today, this was, I think an hour ago, I made this chart. We were just kind of stalling out right here. I do expect some sort of retrace, maybe, and a push up into this final area right up in here. Probably get a retrace, and then extend on out. And I'm not predicting time at all. You know, you can see some time on the bottom here. This is not a prediction of time. It's just kind of a prediction of a roadmap of what we're going to see. Probably see a move up in this area, a stall out for, it could be a couple of weeks, another run, another stall, another run. This could take us into the summer, maybe into May for this final move. You know, selling may go away. That may be what we see right here. That's just kind of the roadmap right now of where I think S&P price is going to go. Now, everybody says, what about this? What about that? What about all the news? I don't think it matters. We've been in a correction. I was expecting a correction as we came into the year. And I kind of tried to warn everybody 100 bajillion times that we'd probably run into the first week of January and then see a big pullback. Well, that pullback has lasted kind of 3 months. But now we're finally breaking back out of it after we got, you know, I labeled it the day this did this back in February 24th, that might be the bottom. And then we confirmed it back here with 2 higher lows. And now we're off to the races. We do need to clear this point right back over here, which just happens to be kind of right where all these fib lines are accumulated, right around 4,600 area. You know, 45.84 up to 46.21. We're going to have to clear that area. There is a significant resistance we're coming up into, and that could be what leads us into this consolidation for the 4 before we break out to the 5 up here, and then revisit it again from the top for that higher 4. And this could go sideways in April. It could take us, feel like we're going a lot of sideways before we make that final push up into May. That's kind of what I see happening here. What we have laid out in front of us. Now, as things progress and things change, I'll adapt and change. But that's what I feel like the roadmap for S&P 500 is right now. And we can see I do have this same resistance zone we're coming up into on the ES futures, which are the S&P 500 futures, coming right back up in there. That orange zone still going to be a resistance. It's also where the 618 is from that first move down. NQ. Now, we did make a lower low this last week on NQ, which I said that was likely to be the low. That was likely to be it. That was kind of my tell. When tech made the final lower low, that we probably see this lift off. And we did. We broke out of the channel that we were in a downtrend channel there. We firmly broke out of, coming up. And it's looking like as soon as we clear this resistance, right back over here. Let's see if I can get my pointer on it. Come on. Nope. It's not gonna. Doesn't want me to pull it. There it goes. We'll have that resistance where a couple fib lines come together right up there, just at the top of that prior swing there, that prior swing high. That's the zone we have to bust through. When we bust through that, that's confirmation that we're going to see a new all-time high for NASDAQ And it's also when we bust through that, we're probably going to see a new all-time high on S&P 500. Russell in a little bit different position. Its resistance is way up here around the 290 area, 2290. Right now, we're still needing to break through these prior highs. We're just in a big box on Russell. Now, this thing can break out. I fully expected to break out. We had the low right there on February 24th, but we've kind of been in this giant consolidation here. We made a lower low there, a higher low here, but we didn't do two higher lows. We did a higher low and then a lower low and that low. So Russell's in kind of a confusing pattern. It doesn't quite have the bullish setup like NASDAQ and S&P 500 do. So this one does have the possibility to make one more trip down here and reset this. Just be cautious. That can take a lot of the small caps down with it, since Russell is composed of small caps. It's basically the small cap index. They don't have a clear bullish pattern yet. So that does concern me just a little bit. Golly, excuse me. Let me get my drink of my Coke here. Got a little sludge going in my throat today. Spring came out, sun's out. Things are blooming. All right. We talked about oil last week. I thought we'd see a retrace down in the mid 90s. I was thinking we might test the low 90s. We didn't do it on that run. I think that this stall out right here, we may see that move a little deeper than I was expecting to go. And we're coming up just shy of the 618 here, finding some resistance. If we don't push on up through it, this comes in at 115.03. If we don't see a push up through it, somewhere right in that neighborhood, then we're likely to see a push down to this low 90s, where we had this consolidation from February, the first part of February. And if we don't hold that, then we're likely to come all the way back down to the 70s area. And that's what I thought we'd see a little bit deeper bounce before we bounced up, but we bounced right near the top of the box and came up. And if we roll over now, we'll still see a move down in the 70s. Now this could get a little more complex and take a little bit longer. But right now, that's kind of the path I see for oil. And that's, if you're not familiar, CL1 exclamation point on TradingView gets you the oil, light crude oil futures. /CL on a lot of platforms gets you the oil futures. When people talk about oil prices, now our friends over in Europe, they're seeing higher prices. Usually these two move kind of in lockstep, but right now they keep decoupling on their price action a bit because Europe's in a little different situation. So this is Brent oil that you may hear talked about on the news. BRN1 exclamation point pulls up the chart, and that's the European Brent crude oil futures. It's in a little bit different situation, but it is doing this same kind of move. We're coming up into the 650. We'll probably see a move up to the 618 around 121. If we hold that resistance, moving up again, we'll likely see a lower price yet again. And that can look like 1, 2, 3. We could see a move down into the 86 area on Brent. So looking at the same sort of thing on crude here, on light sweet crude, U.S. oil. Yeah, that 81 to 74, right where my arrows are pointing. You might say, oh, there's too many lines. Well, move a couple of those. It'd be right in there, right in this zone. If we bounce down, that might be where we're headed. Just be prepared if you have long energy. All right. Our buddy gold over here was looking for a breakout, couldn't maintain the high consolidation, has pulled back into this lower consolidation. That's not great. I'm afraid that we're going to see this move right here back to this uptrend line. That's what gold is kind of telling me right now. It's what's telegraphing. We broke through that support. We're sitting on this support, but we're not able to move right back up out of it. So it's looking like we may come all the way back down, retest this trend line off the lows up here. So it was a valiant attempt, but we couldn't break out higher. So I think we're going to see that deeper retrace. All right. Long term, I don't really play SPY and QQQ long term right now. I've made a brand new channel on Discord. Dan, I know you're in Discord. Go check out the trades I do have going on. And they're shorter term trades. They're swing trades. Average 5-day hold is what I was targeting. They've been rolling over every couple days so far. And go check them out. That's how I'm making money on SPY. I'm using XSP and SPX options, and any other directional trades I place in there based on the index. Those will be in that new channel also. All right, no problem. Let's see. It was asked that I review silver. I don't usually cover silver while I'm doing this. Let's pull it up and let's talk about silver. There's a special request. So here's silver futures. And we had this range that was established back in 2020. In 2020, we made a high in August of 2020, and we promptly pulled back and made a low in September 2020. That was a very quick 1 month pullback, or I guess it took almost 2 months pullback. It was volatile, and it set this range. We tried to break out in February of 2021. We failed, made a weird consolidation pattern, corrective pattern, tried to push lower in September 2021, came up, couldn't really get anything bullish going, came back down, retested the low, and it's still corrective. Like this big purple box, until we break it out of the top or the bottom of it, there's nothing bullish or bearish really happening. You could play the bottom to the top, $7 range, but it may just mess around in here for a while. It's likely to eventually, at some point, make a lower low, a significant lower low, probably down around this $20 area. At some point, it'll probably push out, kind of fake everybody out that is going lower, and then blast up and take out the whole range. So, all right. Yeah, the new Discord channel, it's right over here. XSP, SPX, SPY trades right there under open all trading. All right. Yeah, go read the information in there. It's not just a place to ask questions. It's only trades. So people asked for a place that I post trades. That's it. So we're not discussing stuff in there. All right. There's silver. Right now, I think just based on my experience with price patterns, we'll probably see a push down like that. And then take off. And how long that takes, I don't know. That could wrap that up in the summer. It could wrap that up here in the next by May, and then it can break out, and we can see higher prices in silver. When it gets a crazy here, it does tend to move pretty quick. So, all right, moving on down. Bitcoin still in this stupid watermelon squeeze triangle consolidation thing. While it has gotten a wild hair and moved up and, taken some of the miners with it, it's still in the middle of this stupid little triangle consolidation. What I was referring to the last couple of weeks is the watermelon squeeze. If you squeeze a slimy watermelon seed and pops out, you don't know if it's going to pop up or down. Eventually when this thing gets to the end somewhere down here, we're going to pop one way or the other. And Ethereum here, it was in the same, a tighter but the same kind of squeeze, it has popped out the top. So at this point, I have favorable expectations that we see a move back up here, make some higher highs than what we've seen so far this, so far this year. Higher than this. And probably take us up into this area right up in here at the minimum. Now, my favorite chart right now, crypto-wise, just for this week. This is not one we've looked at during Open Tuesday things, but look at this monster go. So Ethereum had a positive test for proof of stake. They're 99% certain that they can roll it out on the bigger chain. And what that means is that proof of work mining that has been happening since the dawn of Ethereum, they're thinking about doing away with it. Now, I think there's risk that they could screw it all up and mess it up really bad, and it's going to be very detrimental across the crypto space because a lot of stuff is built on Ethereum. And one of the places for miners, like the miners won't be able to mine Ethereum anymore. They'll just effectively do away with mining all in one big swoop. So one of the places that current Ethereum miners can go to is Ethereum Classic, which is a deflationary version of Ethereum that was one of the prior forks, whatever this was forked off of from Ethereum a while back, several years ago. And it's just been hanging out here. Now, if we throw on Ethereum and compare it, the orange line is going to be Ethereum. It's been outperforming quite drastically. If we go back to 2000 here, or 2020, I mean, we had a slight outperformance on Ethereum Classic during this little pop here early 2021 last year, but pretty much Ethereum, regular Ethereum has been rocking the boat. Now, if we zoom in to where we're just looking at this year, they were moving pretty lockstep together here until just that test happened. And then Ethereum Classic started taking off. I really like the way this is moving right now. Has high potential to return back to some highs that it saw back in 2021. Remove that off there. So right now coming up around $51 a coin. Now, we would have to see prices move up quite substantially to be able to absorb all of the Ethereum miners. They can go to Ravencoin and they can go to Ethereum Classic. That's the two viable coins that they can easily move to without substantially changing the software algorithm that they use to mine with. There's some other options, but those are the two coins that are liquid enough and viable enough that they could absorb Ethereum miners. Now, the price here would probably need to be back up in these highs, if not higher, to really support a lot of the miners moving over. And we'd have to see a lot more volume come in on Ethereum Classic. Well, like I said, it's a deflationary coin. And right now, it's got a very nice movement going on here. It finished up a correction pattern, and this is actually set up a bullish pattern with the higher lows, not unlike S&P 500. So looking for a breakout, and this could, right now my short-term targets are just right around 60, these prior highs over here. We've got to start breaking up through those before we see drastically higher prices. So watch for a move back up to that, say 64 area right there, that blue line. Got to get up and break above that. And there's a whole kind of resistance zone right in there, like that, where it tried to bust through these high, tried to bust higher and it couldn't. So it built up this resistance zone right in there. So keep an eye out on that. If it breaks up through there, we could see a retest of some of these prior highs. You know, it came all the way up to, looks like 174 back in 2021. All right. I am using a free thing. It keeps popping up ads. I'm sorry for that. If that's bothering you, too bad. All right. I think that's covered the majority of these ones I want to talk about. Last week I was hyped up on Luna. It's still a very bullish pattern here. And I just need to see it break out to a new high. Just needs to get out of its way and retest this high at 105, break out. You see 122, 144, still set up very bullish on Luna. All right. Requests. No, it's not just like the main trades I take are trend, pullback, continuation trades. So really, when I got interested in ETC, ETC USD, pull up the right chart here, was when it did this little move right here. When it did that, it made a higher low, and then it did that and made a higher low. That's what got it on my radar when it broke out right there. When it started doing that. I did move one of my Ethereum into ETC. It got me like 70 something ETC coins. All right. USO. Yeah, so it's going to follow the path of oil. All that stuff I talked about, CL, coming up in the 618 right there. Likely to retrace down here. Do the 1, 2, 3. Yeah, right down in that zone right there. Likely to go right in there, 55 to 60 area if it can't break out above 80. All right. PEP. Yeah, that's did what I drew the arrow for. Came up back up into this resistance zone here, breaking out of there, back above 169, sets it up to maybe get a higher high. It bounced right back up into that consolidation, just like I thought it would. And if it can break above this stuff right here, this orange resistance box, 183 is probably upside target. All right, PLD. Haven't looked at this one before. Looks like. Let's see what it did right here. Nothing great. Let's see. Looks like it bounced off the 618 retrace right there. Consolidating above the 618 right there, just above that prior high junk right there. As long as it can start moving up past the top of these candles right here, 178 would be the next upside there. All right, QCOM. Also bouncing right where I put the support line. Pretty much filled the gap. It's got some stuff to work through to get the higher prices, though. All right, wire. Well, looks like that one stalled out the resistance and pulled back. And let's see, clear that off. Got 1, 2, 3, retrace all the way to the 1618. Bounce, made a higher low. Probably come up into some resistance right there before it consolidates, before it can break out to new highs. New highs would be 165 if it can get get out of this funk right here. It's going to be in this. It's going to find some resistance in this area where it first consolidated. All right. AMRC. Yeah, AMRC. So yeah, watch the resistance right there. Breaking through there can get higher prices. If it can't, if it starts going down out of here, it's probably going to go make a lower low. How low can it go? 22 would be the downside. If it breaks back down, probably going to go in that zone. If it breaks out above here, 117. That's a huge range. A little bit like playing with fire. So Mara and Hut. Mara broke out of that watermelon seed squeeze trade thing. Coming up in the 144 EMA resistance. I don't have it turned on here. Right in the 144 resistance there. That's what that orange line was on there. Zoom it up so everybody can see better. So we're coming up right to this 144 EMA. We've got to break through there to see higher prices. It is outperforming Bitcoin a bit. Not quite making a new high yet. Came up just shy of it today. So a little bit more bullish action. And we really start flipping the script to bullish expectations on Mara. Now, Hut, you can see these two charts don't quite look the same anymore. Hut was in a downtrend, watermelon seed squeeze with a flatter bottom on it. And it just kind of squeaked out, but it didn't really get any gusto. It's not retesting the 144 EMA yet. So this one could turn right back around. Just watch out for that one. All right. And Riot is looking a bit more like Mara. It does need to get up to this 144 EMA and test it. It hadn't quite got up there. It was making a higher high today than it made back here in February. So that's a positive sign. That's more positive than even Mara has going for it. So keep an eye out for those Bitcoin miners. All right. We've done 30 minutes of charts analysis and talking. I saw BBIG. I can go through that one more time. Yeah, so it's just stuck down here below the 144 EMA on the daily. So nothing super awesome going on yet. It found resistance there, found resistance, even though it kind of took a 2-day diversion up. It came right back down below the 144 EMA. Tends to be a major resistance. It held it in here, held it in here. Can we get through this time? I don't know. It may hold it in right here. So watch for that on BBIG. I saw some talk of a gamma squeeze, but right now the options are not supportive of a gamma squeeze for BBIG yet. We've got to see more buyers. Most of the options are up here and the price is down here. And most of the options I've seen are up in this $5, $6, $7, $8 area. Price is down here. To get a gamma squeeze, price has got to be above the big chunk of options that are bought. So that's an options gamma squeeze, which makes the market makers have to buy stock to support further moves up in the stock price, and just kind of it's a self feedback loop. So this video is on YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you want to go watch it, you can watch it on YouTube, jeffreytrader.com/YouTube, if you want to watch it. So let's jump back over here. Wrap up with a little offer for anybody brand new. This is a low entry point to getting into the Discord and hanging out with us more. So thanks for joining me today. If you want to keep up with my trade ideas, I'd love for you to join Market Roadmap. The Market Roadmap is a perfect gateway for folks who want to trade with me more and trade more with me. Each week, I send out a watch list of the top stocks that I'm watching on a long time frame. Like these are 3 to 5 month setups. I sent out the top list, and I know some of the people that are in the chat right now have made some serious money watching it with those roadmap setups. And lately, the last I don't know what 3 months, 4 months, I've been making a video every week. That wasn't even part of it, but I've been making a video going through every one of the watch list items, each week with potential entries, potential resistance, support, where you would put your stop, some of the targets. If you want to see a preview of it, go on YouTube, check it out. The ones that are on YouTube are delayed 2 weeks. If you want the most up-to-date one, you got to be in the market roadmap. So I've included a market roadmap masterclass in the members area, and you get a Discord channel. You actually get 2 Discord channels for market roadmap subscribers. So you can ask me all your trading questions pretty much any time inside Discord. And there's a ton of things going on in Discord. I can't even go into it all. There's education, there's trades, there's tons of stuff going on. So right now it is just $47 for a whole year of these watch lists. So if you're interested, head on over to jeffreytrader.com/MRM, Mike Romeo Mike, or give my guys a call at 855-454-0816. They'll hook you up for a whole year at just $47. All right. Thanks for coming, everybody. That was 30 minutes awesome. We're going to wrap it up. Any final remarks, questions, jokes? Anything from the peanut gallery? Oh, you're welcome, Chris. Giovanni, if you're still around, you're welcome. Shane, no problem. You're welcome. Paul, you're welcome. The boss, I'll see you soon. Bajillion, yeah. Dana, always great to see you. Rob, no problem. John, adios. Jim, adios. Lloyd, thanks for coming, my man. Valerie, no problem. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Thanks for participating. All right, how do you hook up? So you should get an email with some instructions and a login to the members area. If you don't get that, then contact support at jeffreytrader.com, or give my support number a call, a 1-888 number that we have on the website. Oh, thanks, Clarence. Thanks, Ed. Glad to have you, Larry. So if you can't get in there, the support people, they'll hook you up. Let's see. I know I say in Discord, you can find out the support number, but if you're not in Discord, let's see. It's in the FAQs. Load. There we go. Support number is 888-203-6792 right there. Copy that and throw it over to everyone. If you ever have a problem, write down this number. Those lovely ladies and gentlemen that are at the support number take care of pretty much any of your problems. They'll get you in Discord. They'll walk you through. There's a couple of people that are experts in getting you into Discord. It's, I make it as super easy to get in Discord as you can, but sometimes there's little quirks. So yeah, write that number down. They do have other lives, so you may have to leave a message, get somebody to call you back. All right. Paul, if you're not sure if you have it, yeah, just call. Either call the 855 number, or you can call that 888 number, either one, and they'll confirm with you. I can look it up if you ask me in Discord. I got the members area. I can look up in the members area now. You just remind me in the roles channel or something. I can actually look people up now. Now that we have my own members area. All righty. Anything else? What is market roadmap? So we just went through it. Each week, I send out a watch list of the top stocks. There's no 5 is the minimum. We always get 5. Lately, it's been 15 or 20. And I make a video, which wasn't really part of it at all. In the beginning, it was all I promised was a watch list. Lately, the last 3 or 4 months, I've been making a video every week. If you want to see a preview of the video, head over to my Discord channel. My Discord. Head over to my YouTube channel, jeffreytrader.com/YouTube. Those videos that are on YouTube are 2 weeks old. The newest one's 2 weeks old. So if you want the newest one, you have to be in Market Roadmap. And there is a plus membership that gets you some extra stuff. You just go over the website and see what it says. jeffreytrader.com/MRM. I think it's adds on some Echo Trade stuff. Well, we do have a day trade service that we're about to roll out very soon. It's an IWM gap trade. Happens every day. It's just a gap. Echo trades are a 3 to 5 week swing trade. We're wrapping up the year renewal, and we'll have a brand new thing for that one. Knoxville Trade Club does weekly trades, but they're a different kind of trade. It's not swinging for the fences. They're just making a small little gain every week. So that's the things I got going on right now. And then we just launched double dip trades, which is a small account thing. That's a front end type situation. We were talking about that last week, I think. Any final questions, remarks? Oh, thank you, Beth. You're such a positive influence in Discord and all the things I do. Thanks for being a cheerleader and supporter and sharing what you do with all sorts of other people too. Anything else? Anybody? Yeah, so Echo trades are 3 to 5 weeks. Sometimes they go faster, sometimes they're slower. KTC is a once a week thing. They make about, the goal is 1 to 5% a week. The IWM trades are day trades. If you get in, Market Roadmap, you can see these SPX trades that have been lasting. So far, they've been lasting about 3 days, 2 days, 3 days. All right. So you signed up, Edwin, you signed up for the double dip trades. Those are slow trades, 3 to 5 month or longer trades. Edwin, call the 1-800 number, man. Here, Edwin, write this number down right here. 888-203-6792. Give those people a call. They will hook you up. Yeah. Here, I'll type the link in the chat for YouTube. jeffreytrader.com/YouTube. Right there. That'll link you right over to my channel. Anybody that's ever missing anything, give that 888 number a call. If you're ever missing anything, write this number down. If you ever can't get in the member site, you can't get in Discord, you didn't get an email, 888-203-6792. Everybody good? Going once, going twice. 3 times, my lady. All right. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. See you guys again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Good night, Gracie. See ya. Thanks for coming, everybody.